All right, so we're back with another deep dive.
Yeah.
And today,
Buckle up.
we're going to be tackling
Yeah. This one's a thinker.
Canibus, criminal kindness.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you're not familiar,
Deep cut.
this is not like your
This is not your average
hip-hop anthem.
put on at the club Canibus track.
No, not at all.
No.
This is dense,
Yeah.
layered,
I try and unpack a puzzle box.
kind of a puzzle box.
That's been like vacuum sealed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we're here to do today,
That's why we're here.
to unpack that puzzle box
Break it down.
and figure out what's going on.
Figure out what Canibus is trying to tell us.
Now, one of the things that makes it so fascinating
Yeah.
is that it's not just
That's wordplay.
lyrical gymnastics.
That's just him showing off his vocabulary.
He's weaving in all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Social commentary,
Conspiracy theories.
a little bit of a,
Defiance.
yeah, like
yeah.
it's like a,
Refusal to conform to.
like almost like a
Rejection of the world.
Yeah, and a challenge to the listener to like keep up
Yeah.
with his train of thought.
Like right off the bat.
Right.
In verse 1,
Verse
he
1.
comes out swinging,
Yeah.
punishing the industry.
Dominating mixtapes. Big statement.
That's a big statement.
Right out the gate.
So what do you make of that?
Well, you got to think about the context.
Okay.
This is the mixtape era we're talking about.
Right.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Where rappers were building their reputations underground.
Right.
Proving themselves.
Through raw skill and wordplay.
Yeah.
You know, it was a direct challenge to the mainstream music industry.
Okay.
Like a claim to authenticity.
So when he says later on, give a fuck if I sell 1 unit,
Classic line.
is that more than just bravado?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
He's basically saying he's not playing the industry game.
Right.
He's prioritizing artistic integrity over
commercial success.
Okay.
Which is a constant tension
Yeah.
in hip-hop even today.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This idea of staying true to yourself versus selling out.
Now, there's another line that always gets me in that first verse.
Okay.
He says, speech pattern of God.
Yeah.
It's almost like he sees himself as...
Some kind of prophet
Yeah.
or messenger
But then...
right after that.
Immediately after that...
Yeah.
He's talking about ripping off weak rappers' jaws.
Yeah.
So it's pretty stark contrast.
It is, but, aggression and wordplay.
Yeah.
Baked into the genre.
Yeah, deeply embedded in hip-hop culture.
Especially
battle rap.
Yeah.
Where MCs often adopt this persona of the truth teller.
Right.
The one who exposes weakness.
Yeah.
And speaks truth to power.
Okay.
Canibus takes it to another level, though.
Yeah.
Infusing it with these almost biblical images.
Yeah. Okay, so we're already in kind of a
heady territory. Heady territory, right? Yeah. And then, just when you think you've got a handle on the vibe, we get hit with that Professor Griff interlude.
Record scratch moment.
Talk about a shift in tone.
Yeah.
Suddenly we're in this world of...
casteless slave society.
Yeah.
Illuminati controlling hip-hop.
It takes a turn.
It takes a turn.
Yeah.
So who is Professor Griff, for those who might not know?
Right. So Professor Griff was a member of Public Enemy.
Right. One of the most
influential hip-hop groups.
Groundbreaking.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Known for their politically charged music.
Absolutely.
And Professor Griff was their Minister of Information.
Right.
He was kind of like the spokesperson for their message.
Yeah.
Now, he was also known for making some controversial statements.
Yeah.
That got him in trouble.
Let's just say.
Yeah, let's just say he was outspoken.
Yeah.
And not always in a way that everyone agreed with.
Right.
So bringing him in definitely signals that we're entering a different realm.
Right. It's like Canibus is inviting us into a specific worldview.
Yeah.
One that may include conspiracy theories.
Okay, so how should we be interpreting this then?
Well, it's important to remember that artists often use conspiracy as a metaphor, a way to express their perception of power structures and oppression.
Okay.
It's not necessarily about taking it literally,
right,
but understanding what those ideas represent for the artist.
So it's more about the feeling.
Exactly, the feeling of being controlled, of being manipulated, of there being these unseen forces at play that are shaping our reality.
Okay.
That's what Canibus is tapping into here.
So that takes us into verse 2, where we see this interesting shift from that aggression of the first verse.
So ripping off jaws.
Yeah, he comes out and says, I will not forsake the light.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So what's going on there?
Well, this is where we start to see the themes of martyrdom and truth-seeking really emerge.
Yeah.
He seems to be grappling with this idea of staying true to his vision.
Right.
Even when it's unpopular.
Even when it makes him an outsider.
Even when it makes him an outsider, exactly.
Like, remember that line? I've been a martyr all my life.
Yeah, powerful stuff.
It's like he feels this burden.
Yeah.
Like he sees things
that others don't.
Yeah, and he even name drops Iron Mike in there.
Mike Tyson.
It's just a quick reference.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a deeper connection there.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think?
Think about Mike Tyson's career.
Okay.
The meteoric rise.
Yeah.
The fall from grace.
Yeah.
The outspokenness that sometimes got him in trouble.
Yeah.
It mirrors Canibus's own trajectory in a lot of ways.
How so?
Immense talent.
Right.
But a willingness to challenge the status quo.
Yeah.
That alienated some people.
Okay.
You know, he wasn't afraid to speak his mind,
right.
even if it meant burning bridges.
Right.
And that's something you see in Canibus as well.
But this is also where I think some listeners might start to feel lost.
Yeah.
Right? He even said subject matter sound barely connected.
Yeah.
So is he just being deliberately obtuse?
Yeah.
Is this just part of his style?
I think that's the beauty of Canibus.
Okay.
He's not going to spoon feed you the meaning.
Right.
He makes you work for it.
Okay.
His style is all about making these intricate connections.
Yeah.
Weaving together different ideas and references.
Right.
Like he's challenging the listener to keep up.
To put in the work.
To put in the work.
And then to make it even more challenging.
He throws in the Alex Jones shout-out.
Right. I mean, talk about an unexpected reference.
Yeah.
Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist.
Right. The infamous Alex Jones.
Yeah. So what's he doing there?
It's like he's deliberately positioning himself as an outsider. Okay. Aligning himself with someone
who's known for
pushing boundaries and challenging mainstream narratives. You know, Alex Jones is a controversial figure.
Yeah.
But he's also someone who's not afraid to say what he thinks.
Right.
Even if it gets him in trouble.
And that seems to be something that Canibus
respects.
Yeah,
admires, or at least identifies with.
Right.
You know, this idea of being a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Speaking truth to power.
Right. And the verse ends.
Yeah.
With this powerful statement of defiance against media suppression.
Yeah.
It all kind of circles back.
To that feeling.
To that feeling of battling against unseen forces.
Yeah, like he's fighting a hidden enemy.
Yeah, and then we get that second Professor Griff interlude.
The return.
With that repetition of melatonin magic.
Yeah.
Melatonin magic.
Melatonin magic.
It's almost hypnotic.
It's unsettling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So what is melatonin magic?
Well, think about melatonin.
Okay.
It's a hormone that regulates sleep.
Right.
But it can also be associated with dreams, altered states of consciousness.
Right.
So melatonin magic could be a metaphor for how our perceptions are shaped.
Okay.
How we're influenced by things we may not even be aware of.
Okay.
You know, like mind control.
Right.
Subliminal messages.
Okay, so we've got mind control.
Altered perception.
Altered perception. All these threads running through the song.
Yeah.
And melatonin magic might be the key to understanding it all.
It's definitely a key.
Okay.
But like most things with Canibus, the meaning is open to interpretation.
Right.
You know, he gives you the pieces.
Yeah.
But it's up to you to put them together.
Okay.
To figure out what it all means.
And then in verse 3, he goes on to taunt other MCs.
Yeah.
Which some might just see as
typical hip-hop braggadocio.
Right. But it feels like there's more to it.
I think there is.
What do you think's going on there?
It could be a commentary on the state of hip-hop.
Okay.
A frustration with what he sees as conformity and a lack of originality.
Okay.
You know, those who dick ride the industry, as he puts it, are the ones he's targeting.
So the people who are just kind of going with the flow.
Going with the flow.
Not challenging anything.
Selling out.
Right?
You know.
And remember, he considers himself a survivor.
A warrior.
Yeah, constantly battling.
In a hostile environment.
Right.
So this is part of his survival mechanism.
Okay.
To call out
the fakers.
The fakers, the phonies, the people who aren't keeping it real.
Right. And he ends the verse with this incredibly powerful declaration.
Yeah.
I'm going to voice my opinion.
Can't nobody make me think different?
I mean, that's the core of it all, isn't it?
That's the thesis statement right there.
Yeah.
That's Canibus in a nutshell.
The unwavering commitment to artistic freedom.
Yeah.
The refusal to be silenced or controlled.
No matter the cost.
And he's not just talking about music here.
Yeah.
He's talking about life. Life, right?
This is his philosophy.
His whole worldview.
You know, he's literally saying his spirit feels like it's in a prison.
Yeah.
He's warning his family about potential danger.
Yeah. It gets dark.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's also Incredibly powerful.
Incredibly powerful, right?
Yeah.
Criminal kindness may not be an easy listen.
No, it's not background music. This is something you have to sit down and pay attention to.
But it's packed with meaning.
Oh, yeah.
And challenges us to think critically.
About what we're hearing.
About the world around us.
Exactly.
Canibus, whether you agree with him or not, pushes us to confront uncomfortable truths.
To question the narratives we're given.
And ultimately to think for ourselves.
That's the goal.
So I encourage you, listen to the song again.
With these insights in mind.
Yeah, see what you uncover.
What layers did you peel back?
What did you find in there?
Let us know in the comments.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely.
All right, that's our deep dive on Canibus Criminal Kindness. Until next time.
Stay locked.
Stay curious.
Peace out.
Peace.